Jennifer, and I'm back with another tool for your toolkits. Today is going to be fun. I figured I would share with you all some fun hacks for building up a money magnet in your homes. We're moving towards the winter time, my least favorite when it comes to going outside, but for that reason, we're going to mimic what nature does. So as you tune in, drop some eggs in the chat, drop some money bags in the chat, some cash in the chat, gems in the chat, light it up, brighten up the space, let me know you're here with me. We're gonna have some fun. Hi Lupita, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome Ashley Rose Gold. How y'all doing? Peace Joisha. Peace Sophia, greetings. I got some surprises for y'all. Hi CEO Magic, hey Boss Lady, hey Della, hey Kenya. What's up Arika, what's up Momi? Y'all know it's the middle of the day, I need to wake y'all up. Wake y'all up. It's almost time to go. It's almost time to go. So before y'all start, waiting to clock out, or whatever, go pick up the children. Let me just give y'all some tips, some fun stuff. Who's ready for some fun stuff? Who wants to build something? Who wants to build something that's going to bring in some money? Yay! That or anything else that you really are looking to manifest. Because, you know, this makes doing your magical arts fun. All right, all right, all right. My light beams. Everybody's ready? Yeah, that's my real hair. Put me in the chat now. Y'all don't have to do that. All right. So look, everyone has been doing their work, right? You're working with Kubera, you're working with Lakshmi, you're working with the Nagas, you're working with Ganesha. All of these different energies all around wealth. I spoke with you all about like clearing out your homes and how to create a flow of chi, right? You want to make sure you have energy flowing in your space, correct? Now that you have the energy flowing in your homes, how many of you have attempted to do like vision boards to attract things to you? Press 1 in the chat if you have tried your vision boarding when it comes to attracting things in into your lives. Right? And you know, some people go, oh, that's not really it, but it has a lot of power, and most importantly, it's a lot of fun. The energy behind the fun in it is something you don't want to let go of. Okay? The fun of doing it is one you have to find. You have to search through magazines, you have to search through the internet, and you have to get really, really precise about what it is that you desire to bring into your homes, right? And while you're doing that, you're training your mind, you're training your eyes and your taste along the way to really fine tune and align yourself with the right fit. Okay? The most important thing is that you don't just go with the first thing that you see. And now that we have technology on our sides, you have multiple opportunities to describe in detail exactly what you want to find the types of pictures that are going to represent your bigger vision. So this is bigger than a new moon. This is bigger than a full moon. But this is now creating a literal magnet in your home that is focused all around wealth and prosperity. And you're going to need real money to put in here. You're going to put real money in here, along with all of the items that have greater value. Okay? In some of my earlier videos, I spoke about attracting the dragon energy to receive those impressions of what it is that you truly desire and what calls them. Okay? So you're going to be using, one thing you have to use, you're going to be using gold. Right? You're going to need to have gold. You're going to need to have shiny things present. You can use either silver, you can use gold. And this also can be added to your space where you have your money tree. And you'll see how it will help to increase the growth there. Or you can do like what squirrels do in the winter and you hide it. And so originally the idea is to get this particular thing. I'm going to give you the instructions and whatever it is that you need to have for the project, and hide it. And I'll tell you the magic behind hiding it. And you're not hiding it behind, hiding it from yourself, but you're hiding it from anybody else who's coming in. So that when you work with it, it's giving you like this, it's rekindling that energy of childlike joy and adventure so that you can tap into pure creative energy. Okay? Exactly, Momi. Hidden treasure. So one of the main things is you're going to need to get for yourself a cash box or a vault. Because you have different sizes. So you can get like the thick security one that's really heavy. Or you can just get the simple cash box. But it should be a box. It should be some kind of container, not like just a petty cash bag. Okay? And you want to do this because we are mimicking the energy of the universe and its creative process. Make sense? Then to top it off, the energy behind using a cash box or security deposit box is that thing, when it was built, was already built with the intention of hiding and securing large amounts of money. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going? All the hands that went into preparing this particular equipment, everyone knew when they were making it, is made to hold large amounts of money. No one's going to buy a security deposit box or a cash box just to hold $5. Okay? All right. Cool. So you're going to get I couldn't bring mine because it's too heavy and big. But so you get what I mean. Okay? So you're going to need to have this. Inside of this box, there are particular materials that are very important. Okay? Now, the outside of your box does not have to be decorated, especially because, you know, you're trying to keep it like on a hush. However, you can. And if you do, you want it to be enticing if you're going to go and do that. Okay? But you don't need to. Most importantly, is what's on the inside that matters. You get me? So on the outside, it looks like a money box, a security box. Cool. If someone sees it, then okay, that's probably to hold your passports, your important documents, you know. But what's really in there is a whole universe you're building all around your biggest, most expensive, most luxurious visions. So when you open up this box, there are certain elements that you need to experience. One of them that I bet none of you are going to even imagine is that you're going to put bells in there. All right, I'm sharing some fairy secrets with y'all today. You're gonna put bells in there, okay? When you open the box should make noise. So either you can use, you know, you can get one of those strings that you add to your waist when you're doing belly dancing, right? Or you can use the one that has the coins on it, the gold coins, or the real authentic ones that are made with the heavy coins. So when you open your box, it's already making a sound of cash. It's making a cling cling sound, okay? One, it's like a booby trap, because if someone tries to open your box, you know, while you're sleeping, you're gonna hear the bells and go, your fairies are gonna let you know someone's going in your hidden treasure, okay? So there's one thing that needs to be in there. The next thing is that you're gonna wanna put real cash in this box. And I'm gonna tell you, the way that I started out building mine was every day that I finish my day and I have any kind of cash in my pocket, I throw away the pennies and I put that cash and just throw it in the box, okay? Because it's easy to, like, when money gets broken up, like your larger bills gets broken up, it's easy to spend that, okay? So instead of having a bunch of stuff in my pockets, I would take whatever's in my pockets, put that in there, and walk away, okay? I don't need it. I'm gonna get fresh money when I go back outside, or I'm gonna use my card, I'm gonna pull out fresh money. That's one way to get started. Some of you, you can go to the bank and get $1,111, okay? And you're going to take that and put it inside of your stash box. Fresh, crisp money. The meaning behind that number signature is that you have complete faith in everything that you desire, that you are being divinely guided, and everything that you want to create is coming to you. There's no unfulfilled desire that could ever exist. Okay? That 1111 lines you up with always being on the receiving end of divine blessings. Okay? And whatever you put in there is going to multiply. Okay? Yes, you're going to put real authentic money in there. This box is not for play money. This box is not for play money, and you're never going to put pennies in this box. Okay? If you can only put $111 in there, that's fine. All right? Because what I'm going to tell you to do is that's going to work out just fine. Okay? So far you have your money box. You're going to rig it with some type of bells upon opening. Okay? And you're going to put real cash inside of there. What does not go inside this cash box? Ever? Correct. No pennies in the cash box. No pennies in the cash box. Okay? So when you're emptying your pockets and you go to put your cash in your box, no pennies in there. Matter of fact, take whatever pennies before you get in your house that you have in your pocket, clean yourself off, and say, I throw away poverty. Okay? Clean yourself off, head to toe. Say, I throw away poverty. And throw those pennies. Everywhere you go. When you go to the store and they're giving you change and it's pennies, take those pennies, clean yourself off, and throw it away. If you're at the register, tell them you can keep the change. If you know the change is just pennies, tell them to just keep the change. Okay? Start doing that from right now, all throughout the winter. You're going to see a major shift in your life. The next thing that you put inside of your hidden treasure is you're going to put some magnets in there. Okay? Magnets. Because magnets have an effect on the vibration that's in there. They cause the currency to move. All right? So you're going to put at least 2 magnets in there to create this push and pull energy inside of your box. So when you get the 2 magnets, even if you want to put multiples, you want to put at least 2 of the magnets together where they're like pushing apart. Put one on one end and the other on the other end, because in there they're going to be creating this movement inside of the box. Okay? All right. Now, shapes. Some of you all like to work with crystals. I understand that. There are some beautiful additions that you can add to your box. Pyrite, citrine, crystal quartz. All right. I like to add smoky quartz to my money box and things like ambers, because smoky quartz allows the energy that might be around the money when you're putting it in there to be transmuted into joyful energy. And every time you go to that box, I want you to experience joy. So for that reason, there are certain things that we don't realize that have been around our whole lives, but they make sense, right? For example, who remembers music boxes? Who remembers music boxes? And how many of you had a music box that had your jewelry in it? This music is hypnotic, right? And everyone who remembers getting their music box and opening it remembers the joy of opening that box and playing with all the things in there. Your bracelets, your rings, your necklaces, your earrings, right? It's a very magical experience. And the tones that are used, right? The intricacies of the little gears that are in here, because everyone knows that a really good music box is very expensive, considering it's just a music box. Those things work like a clock. And what's associated with the clock? Saturn. And although Saturn gets a bad rap about being more on the rigid side, slowing things down and causing restriction, Saturn also represents large rewards for being steadfast and disciplined. So you have the movement of the gears working together, which is harmony. The music is harmonious. Then you have this piece. If you can, you want to get an egg. So you can go online and you can find yourself these musical egg music boxes, right? And what you're going to do, because we're working with the energetics of a closed, hidden space of creation, is you're going to take your written down goals of money, vacations, certain clothing lines that represent that level of luxury, and you're going to put them inside and you're going to close it. And every time you go to do your counting exercise, which I'm going to give you next, right? You're going to have it open. You're going to turn it, open it, and you're going to count. Now ask me, what's the count? What are we doing? What are we doing? Let me see. I'll be right back. Let me see. We always have some cash somewhere around here. Because we charge your stuff with real cash. So what you're gonna do is you're going to sit in front of your cash box every Friday, okay? Every Friday night, you're going to your cash box. You're going to take your money out. I don't care how much money you have in there, right? You're going to count to 99, okay? You're going to take your money out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way, right? So you get to 99. All right? Now, if you only have $20-something, right? Because that's what you're starting with. You're going to keep counting to 99, right? You get to 99, okay? Then you're going to count backwards. 99, 98, 97, 96, right? 95, 94, 93, 90. Okay? You're going to count all the way back. So you're going to count to 99, then you're going to count all the way back. Meanwhile, you're going to have your music box open. Okay? While you count. But you got to focus. Because if you mess up the count, you have to start over. Okay? This is your meditation. This is your push and pull meditation. Because as you're counting, you're building. Right? And as you're counting up, you're building. As you're counting down, you're pulling back in. Counting up, and then counting down. You're going to do that 3 times. And then you just pick up the money, right? Put it back in your cash box and look at the things that you have in there. So, some of the things you might want in there. You might want this luxury Sri Yantra oud. Spray a little. I just gave y'all a little blessing. Y'all got it? Spray a little on your dollars, like that. Close your box. And walk away. You're gonna want to have pictures like of the homes that you desire. And if you can, they have like these little picture frames, okay, that are gold, okay? All right, that are gold. And you're gonna put, you know, you can put, you know, put a little picture of yourself in there with like the best outfit that you've ever owned that really feels fantastic and fabulous. Or you can put little pictures of like, go and shop online. Like you see the outfits that you want, print them out, get them small, and put them in the gold frames. Okay? Homes, yachts, jewelry. Those are the kind of pictures you're putting inside of this box. And if you can, find the little tiny frames, put them in the little gold frames. Okay? This makes sense? So, somebody asking they put a mirror inside of their box to amplify the energy. You are better off putting the crystal quartz and the magnets in there to amplify the energy. Because one of the things that happens, like if you have the mirror in there, when you open it, that energy is just going to reflect out. Okay? And what you're doing is you are creating a real concentrated energy of financial security for yourself. It's like what the squirrels do in the wintertime. They find spots and they stash all of their acorns in there, right? Just stuffing the acorns, stuffing the acorns, stuffing the acorns. So that by the time everything kind of really slows up and you can't really go where you want to go, or you may not want to, especially if you're where it's really cold, and just energetically like things slow down in nature, you may not be running back and forth to the bank to have cash, right? But you will have your stash there, and you can continue to do this exercise and be sure that you put something in there at least once a week. But don't count what you put in there. Okay? It won't be time to count what you put in there until it's time to purchase something that you really have on your list that you want to get for yourself as a gift for the springtime, right? Or for getting yourself something for the holidays. Like after you've already like did everything for everyone else, when New Year's comes in, you might want to use some of what you put in there to get something for yourself for New Year's. All right? Security cash boxes are metal. Okay? They are metal. The plastic does not provide that same feeling. Like, they don't make plastic cash boxes, if that makes sense. Like when businesses go to get a cash box, they're made out of metal and they have a key. So you want to have a lock and key on there or some type of code to open it. Okay? Because remember, all the way from the making of it to when it comes into your home, its whole purpose in life is to hold lots of money. Okay? And I'm telling you all to look for an egg-shaped music box because the egg represents the birthing of something brand new. That that incubation period where it's no one gets to touch it, no one gets to see it, no one, it has a pure energy. Okay? No, you don't need to, because if your music box is like this size, I'm talking about don't add a mirror inside of the box. Don't add it. If it already has a mirror in front of it, put money in front of it. That's it. Cover it with money. Don't paint over it. Cover it with money. Because this is an energy that you want everything to be moving on the inside. Okay? You don't want the mirror to, when you open it, the mirror is looking at you. Yes, and add something every week. I'm looking at your questions. Do we put money in the box? Yes, I answered it. Yes, we put money in the box. Count it 3 times with the same 99 bills. No. If you don't have more than 99 bills, then you counting. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, how much money is that, right? I could take this and count to 99, right? And keep counting to 99. And then I'm going to count backwards from 99 all the way back down to the 1. Then I'm going to count back up to the 99. Okay? Because that represents me being able to build up money, to be able to invest it, spend it, enjoy it, and then it comes back to me with ease. Okay? I make money with ease. I enjoy spending and investing my money, and my money grows and comes back to me. Okay, because you're gonna end it with abundance. You're gonna end it with having extra. Okay. Now, if you're able to start out with the $1,111, you're still going to just pick up money and count. That's what you do. You're just gonna pick up money and count. And everyone who does this is going to realize they get to a point where they're counting and more money is appearing. More money is going to be appearing. Even if you started off with $100, you're gonna notice, wait, I just counted and I'm counting again, but I'm now starting to see like I have more money here than I can count. And that's the energy you want to be in, right? I know I do. Raise your hand if you want to be in that energy. I have more money than I can count. Other things you can put in there. Yes, you can put a Sri Yantra in there. Of course. Of course, of course, of course you can put a Sri Yantra in there. And then what's next? All of your money chants, right, that you're doing, when you leave the house, some of you have the ability to do this. You can get yourself a little like a tablet or something and have it set to the frequency of abundance. You can have the money meditations on heavy rotation, just playing on your box. Yep. Yep, you can put a little small dragon figurine in there. The dragon is gonna definitely like that that amber, and is gonna like the smoky quartz too. I can't even get this band back around my band. All my Vegas heads, y'all already know what it look like. So everyone has bands going out, gambling. Ha ha ha, Legacy Sigma, you wanted something. So Legacy Sigma, it wants to tap into the astral field. Not astral like astral body. He wants to tap into the galactic wealth, where they are mining for limited resources in the galaxy and making a big deal, all while we're not paying attention to the skies. Absolutely, you can put meteorite in there. Yes, you can. Okay? So on that note, right, I did say I had a surprise for y'all. Passive galactic income. Exactly. I created a gift for you all today. If you go to my shop at hocwellness.com, the link is in the chat, and put binge 2024, you can experience buying 2 items from that section and getting 1 totally free. I don't care which ones you buy, but you will get another one for free. Okay? And keep your eye on it until 6 o'clock tonight, because I may put some other items on there for you. Okay? So everybody, I'm gonna make a section where you can show off your treasure chest and enjoy that. Enjoy it. Little things to add there. Gold jewelry. Make sure that you have a particular oud there. Yoshi chakra. Yeah, I'm definitely going to enjoy that. And I'd love to know, oh, yeah, as practitioners, as spiritual people, right, who are paying attention to the details, these items tend to have a lot of information on them that you don't recognize immediately. Okay? This is a station that you're creating. Just to answer your question, Lupita, this is a station that you're creating to keep in your home always. You always want to have money in your money box. Always. So even when you go and you make that purchase for yourself, hopefully towards the spring or for your birthday or for, especially after you've done a lot for everyone else, right at the end of the year, you want to make sure that you never leave it empty. In particular, your money box, if you can have the patience to build it so that you have it for the springtime, I think you'll enjoy it even more. Okay? Because you're going to be moving this money consistently. If you want to put fresh money in there and you want that money energy to start working in your accounts, you can take a little bit of that money and deposit it into your account and pull back out that money and put it back in your box. So now you deposit the magical money into the bank, and then you put fresh money into your money box, right? And then you give that some magical sauce. While you're away, you create your magical money playlist and charge up your currency. Okay? Charge up your currency. Keep that currency moving. So this is a gift for all my watchers who are doing binge watching. Cyber Monday is still on and popping. You have your buy one, get one. And this is not just for the ladies, because we got some guys who are here right now. Okay? Y'all do the same thing. Y'all do the same thing. Yes, you can share it with your children. And in fact, I encourage you to get your children their own little money box. And build them together. Yeah, I always want to include the children. But I'm glad you're asking. And they can do the counting. If they're not old enough to count to 99, they're going to learn today, and they're going to learn by counting real money. Okay? Thank you, thank you. Yes, teach them early. Teach them early. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. So y'all go ahead and y'all enjoy the Cyber Monday sale. And make sure y'all post pictures of you getting your supplies together. I need to see more. I've been seeing some pine trees here and there, you know. I've been seeing a little Sri Yantra here and there, you know. But what's good? Let me really see your money corners. And you're going to take that box and you're going to hide it somewhere. Anywhere. Hide it. That's the only thing that's not going to be out in the open. And if you can't hide it under or inside of anywhere, you're going to need to wrap it up. You should wrap it up in a yellow cloth. Yellow cloth or red cloth. Only two options. Yellow or red. If you don't have gold. Good for you, Joey. She said she made the incense yesterday. Did you feel the vibes? You felt the energy? The energy is really, really dope. You know, I'm just going to say this one thing, right? I really like that the people here, you know, it's both guys and women here, because when I talk about creating basically a womb of creation of your own, I want both the ladies and the men to realize the importance of learning how to take care of a womb space with such care, because you're going to transfer that energy to your own womb space, and for the men to your own Shakti energy. And that Shakti is always going to give you the power that you need to magnetize and attract to yourself any and everything that you need in this lifetime. And so for the ladies, for those of you who have young boys, for children, you're teaching them a way to work with that feminine, that divine feminine energy in such a way that within themselves they're cultivating a power that is unmatched. Because people think that in cultivating that Shakti energy, they're going to lose their masculinity. But it doesn't work that way. There's a magnetism, it's electricity. All right? And if you read some of the ancient Vedic texts, mostly men were working with this because they were trying to find a way to connect with Shakti, because they could see that women naturally were born with a certain beauty, a certain ability to magnetize and get what it is that they desire, and they can provide everything that life needs to survive. And no matter what the circumstances are, divine feminine is king, right? It's at the top. It's what is the driving force behind life in itself. So when the men tap in, you know they tapped in because they got it. They got it like that. And they don't sell themselves short. Okay? All right, y'all. I'll see y'all over on the other side. Meeting up with my Nagas who are tapped into that other galactic wealth. That's why some of these Nagas is talking that talk. Can I put media right in there? All right, y'all. Peace, love, and bliss. I'll holla at y'all later.